Kelly Brogan. She's a physician, Ivy League trained psychiatrist, holistic psychiatrist, but no longer practices because she's now kind of beyond the medical community, right? That
Mhm.
box that, and especially as women, we fall prey. It's like the triangulation. She talks about like health is the triangulation or the ending, the resolution of the triangulation between self and self. And then believing someone out there has the answers and is going to save us from ourselves, from our bodies. And we're taught to follow this model as though that's just how it is. You have a medical system, you have a doctor, you have a parent, you have professionals, experts who are going to tell you what to put in your body, how much, what to eat, what to look like, how to do, ABC. Take it and we'll fix you. And her point is like the relationship with you and your body, you are she is you, is so sacred. And when you learn to be in relationship with your body, you start to see symptoms less as a problem or a thing to be fixed and more as information, invitation. What's going on? Why is it? And again, you might still utilize the a pharmacological agent. That's fine. But not in the way that I think mentality wise we typically do that. And it's not this sense of like you're on your own. Good luck. It's like you're on your team. You can be resourceful and you can seek support where needed, but it's such a different paradigm that you're operating in. You see symptoms less as an inconvenience and a problem and more of like, huh, I wonder. Like anxiety, people see that as a problem. I have anxiety. I got to get rid of it. Why do I have anxiety? And then you get anxious about the anxiety. It's like, okay, why is anxiety here? What is it? Wonder about that. You start to see things more clearly and you start to just understand how much of it in a trance we all are. And we just do these things like we just don't even think about it. A doctor's going to tell you, well, here, this takes care of that. My feeling is, okay, that's good to know, but let's also consider the big picture. Even with the ADHD, I have a lot of clients who were diagnosed as kids with ADHD. The more work we do, I promise you this, it's kind of magical, but I see it a lot. They go off the meds in time.
Mhm.
Because ultimately, a lot of the ADHD has so much to do with listening, with loving, with tending to. When you're in an environment where you're feeling out of control or you're not feeling seen or heard or you're not being grounded or you have a lot of, anxiety in a system, it's the natural reaction to that. It makes so much sense. So
Mhm.
I see ADHD symptoms. It's what happens in the schools is they give these they say these kids are out of control, so put them on meds, right? Take care of this. And I say, what's going on at home? What's going on? Not to say not to give some medication again, but let's change the conversation is the point. It's such an exploration, and it's trying something and seeing what works, what doesn't. That never ends. And sometimes the work around that, the time and the investment of that, sometimes I just want someone to say, here,
Do
take this.
this.
Because it feels like, thank you, Jesus. Someone like saved me from this. And again, I'm not discounting that, but I think that comes back to more the victim and the like, save me, help me, get like make this go away. And I think we all desire to be taken care of, and I don't think that's wrong. I just think we want to be really thoughtful about who we're going to for that taking care of and what it is that that person or entity is proposing as our, as the answer to that. So it's just being discerning and thoughtful and continuing to build the relationship. And I think that changes the nature of how you think about symptoms. When you think about symptoms from that place of injury, where's the injury? What's creating the symptoms versus getting rid of the symptoms because they're the problem? They're just there to let you know something's imbalanced, something's off. There's maybe an accumulation of something or a lack of, something. So I think of all of it as wisdom of the body. And I believe the more we're able to step into human form in a way to say, okay, so what makes us human is feeling, and our feelings are what we all try to get away from. Seems to make sense. If we want to get better at being human, we're going to get better at feeling our feelings. So let's get better at feeling our feelings. That's everything. I think it's the noticing, it's the pausing, it's taking that breath, it's doing a body scan, what's going on. When you get knocked off center, just take a moment, drop in, notice. Offer yourself that pause, just enough to check in and do the scan and be able to acknowledge, like, if that anxiety could talk, what would it tell me right now? Right? If that sadness, that rejection, that fear, that confusion, that loneliness, what would it be saying to me? If it had a voice, what would it say? Like, talk to it, have a conversation with these feelings that we typically try to dismiss or get rid of or numb. And instead, it's like, nourish them, get to know them, relate with them, talk to them, allow them, and process them.